If you're shopping for a zero-turn mower under $4,000, you've probably already noticed the problem. Prices jumped hard. A few years ago, finding a decent residential zero-turn around $3,000 was realistic. Now that same type of mower can easily land around $3,500 to $4,000 before taxes, delivery, setup, blades, oil, or accessories. And the annoying part? A lot of these mowers look almost identical. Same deck sizes, same speeds, same residential transaxles, same basic frame style, same promises about saving time. But one small difference can decide whether you feel smart after buying it or regret it halfway through the second mowing season. Maybe it's the engine, maybe it's the deck thickness, maybe it's the fuel tank, maybe it's the warranty, or maybe it's the dealer support you don't think about until something breaks and nobody wants to help you. That's why this list matters, because under $4,000, you are not buying a commercial monster. You're trying to find the best residential mower for the money. And if you have around 1 to 3 acres, these are the mowers that make the most sense. If you're cutting 5 acres or more, you might still get away with one of these. But you're asking a residential mower to do a lot. It may cut the grass, but it probably won't last as long as something heavier duty. One more thing before the list. Where you buy matters. You can buy from Lowe's, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, or another big box store. That can be convenient, but personally, I'd lean toward a local mower dealer whenever possible. Why? Service. A big box store usually sells the mower and moves on. A local dealer can help with maintenance, belts, blades, filters, warranty work, repairs, and advice when something feels wrong. And with zero turns, that matters more than people think. For this list, I'm using the 42-inch models as the main comparison point so we can keep things fair. And if you need a 34-inch mower because of gates or tight storage, your main choices are usually the Toro TimeCutter, Ariens Edge, or Hustler Dash. In that case, I'd probably lean toward the Toro TimeCutter. Now let's rank the best zero-turn mowers under $4,000. And don't skip number 5, because it's actually a tie, and I want to know which one you would pick. At number 5, we have a tie between the Ariens Edge and the Hustler Dash. And I'll say it clearly. These are not bad mowers, but under $4,000, not bad does not always mean best value. These two are extremely close. Both have good points, both have trade-offs, and both could make sense if you find a strong local deal. The Ariens Edge comes in 34, 42, and 52-inch deck options. The Hustler Dash comes in 34, 42, and 48-inch options. So if you need a compact 34-inch zero-turn, both brands give you that choice. Deck-wise, both use 11-gauge steel, so that part is basically even. The engine comparison is where it gets interesting. The Ariens Edge uses a Briggs XE 2000 engine. The Hustler Dash uses a Kawasaki FR541V. Normally, seeing Kawasaki on the spec sheet is a big plus. Kawasaki engines have a strong reputation. But here, the FR541V is around 15 horsepower, while the Briggs on the Ariens Edge is around 22 horsepower. So this one is not automatic. I'd be a little concerned that the Hustler Dash could feel underpowered for some buyers, especially if your grass gets thick or your yard is not perfectly easy. For the drive system, the Ariens Edge uses Hydro Gear EZT transaxles. The Hustler Dash uses ZT1800 transaxles. That gives the Ariens Edge the advantage here. Fuel capacity is tied at 2 gallons. Top speed is tied at 6 miles per hour. Front tires are the same at 11 by 4 by 5 inches. Rear tires are also the same at 18 by 7.5 by 8 inches. Warranty is close. The Ariens Edge gives you 2 years or 150 hours. The Hustler Dash gives you 2 years or 200 hours. So the Dash wins there, but only slightly. Price-wise, the Ariens Edge is around $3,699. The Hustler Dash is around $49. If I had to choose, I'd probably lean Ariens Edge because of the transaxle advantage and stronger engine output on paper. But if you trust your local Hustler dealer, the Dash can still make sense. Now I want your take. Which one wins this tie for you, Ariens Edge or Hustler Dash? Drop it in the comments, because this one is closer than people think. At number 4, the Bad Boy Rambler. This mower has 2 things that really stand out in this price range: a thick deck and a huge fuel tank. The Rambler uses a 7-gauge steel deck, which is the thickest deck on this list. If deck durability matters to you, that is a major selling point. Then there's the fuel tank, 5 gallons. That is almost unheard of on this level of residential mower. Most mowers under $4,000 sit closer to 2 or 3.5 gallons, so the Rambler gives you a real advantage if you hate stopping halfway through mowing to refuel. It also uses HydroGear EZT transaxles, runs around 6 miles per hour, and has tire sizes that are mostly in line with the competition. But there are two things holding it back. First, deck size. The Rambler only comes with a 42-inch deck. If you want something larger, you'll need to move up to the Bad Boy Magnum, and that usually adds around $1,000. Second, the engine. It uses a Briggs XE 1900. That does not make it a bad mower, but compared to the Kawasaki options higher on this list, it is not my favorite. Here are the key specs. Cut width is 42 inches. Deck type is 7-gauge steel. Engine is Briggs XI 1900. Drive system is HydroGear EZT. Fuel capacity is 5 gallons. Top speed is 6 miles per hour. Front tires are 11 by 4 by 5 inches. Rear tires are 18 by 8.5 by 8 inches. Warranty is 2 years or 200 hours. Price is around $3,099, so who should buy it? If you care most about deck thickness and fuel capacity, the Rambler makes a strong case. But if engine choice, deck size variety, and all-around value matter more, the next three mowers are stronger picks. And the next one might be the most familiar residential zero-turn name on this list. At number 3, the Toro TimeCutter. This is probably the residential zero-turn many homeowners think of first. It has been popular for a long time, and that matters. Toro has a strong name in this category, a wide dealer network, and one of the better model ranges under this price point. The TimeCutter lineup gives you 34, 42, 50, and 54-inch deck options. That is a big advantage. If you have a tight gate, the 34-inch option matters. If you want to cover more ground faster, the wider decks matter too. Toro also offers upgraded versions like the TimeCutter Max and TimeCutter Havoc. If you can stretch the budget beyond $4,000, I'd definitely look at those. But for this price range, the standard TimeCutter is still a solid pick. One thing I like is the deck. It uses a 10-gauge deck, which is thicker than several competitors here. The engine listed here is a Briggs EXE 2200. The drive system is HydroGear EZT. Fuel capacity is 3 gallons. Top speed is 7 miles per hour. Front tires are 11 by 4 by 5 inches. Rear tires are 18 by 7.5 by 8 inches. Warranty is 3 years. Price is around $3,099. The main reason the TimeCutter ranks this high is that it feels like a safe choice. You get a proven mower, good deck size options, a solid warranty, and a brand that is easy to find service for in many areas. But it does have trade-offs. The tires are smaller than the Cub Cadets. The fuel tank is smaller than the Bad Boy Ramblers. And some buyers may prefer a Kawasaki engine over the Briggs option here. Still, if you want something proven, familiar, and easy to service, the Toro TimeCutter is one of the safest zero turns under $4,000. Now the next mower is extremely close to number 1. And if you are a John Deere fan, you might already think it should be ranked first. At number 2, the John Deere Z300 series. This mower could easily be number 1 depending on what you care about most. Its biggest strength is the engine. The John Deere Z300 series uses a Kawasaki FR651V, which was a little larger than the Kawasaki FR600Vs on the Cub Cadet Ultima ZT1. That gives John Deere a real advantage in the engine category. You also get a durable tubular frame, a well-built deck, good comfort, and a strong dealer network. And let's be honest, that dealer network is one of the biggest reasons people buy John Deere. When you buy a Deere, you're not just buying the mower. You're buying parts access, service access, and brand confidence. For a lot of homeowners, that peace of mind matters. Here are the key specs. Cut widths are 42 and 48 inches. Deck type is 12-gauge steel. Engine is Kawasaki FR651V. Drive system is HydroGear EZT. Fuel capacity is 3 gallons. Top speed is 7 miles per hour. Front tires are 11 by 6 by 5 inches. Rear tires are 18 by 8.5 by 8 inches. Warranty is 3 years or 200 hours. Price is around $3,699. So why is it not number 1? Small differences. The deck is 12 gauge instead of 11 gauge. The fuel tank is 3 gallons instead of 3.5. The rear tires are smaller than Cub Cadets, and the price is higher. None of those are deal breakers, but when mowers are this close, small details matter. The John Deere is still an excellent choice for 1 to 3 acres. If you already have a trusted John Deere dealer nearby, I would not talk you out of it. But if we're comparing price, specs, and warranty together, one mower edges it out. At number 1, the Cub Cadet Ultima ZT1. For me, this is the best overall zero-turn mower under $4,000 because it gives you the strongest mix of engine, deck, tires, fuel capacity, warranty, and price. The engine is a big reason. The Cub Cadet Ultima ZT1 has a Kawasaki FR600V option, which is reliable and well-sized for the 42-inch model. Then you get an 11-gauge deck, which beats the John Deere's 12-gauge deck in this comparison. You also get a 3.5-gallon fuel tank, which beats most of the list except the Bad Boy Rambler. And then there are the tires. The Cub Cadet has the largest front and rear tires in this lineup. Front tires are 11 by 6 by 5 inches. Rear tires are 20 by 8 by 8 inches. That can help with ride feel, traction, and stability, especially if your yard is not perfectly smooth. The warranty is another major reason it takes the top spot. Cub Cadet gives you a 3-year unlimited hour warranty, which is the best warranty on this list. And somehow it also comes in at the lowest price of the main picks, around $399. Here are the specs. Cut widths are 42, 46, 50, and 54 inches. Deck type is 11-gauge steel. Engine is Kawasaki FR600 Vol. Drive system is Hydro Gear EZT. Fuel capacity is 3.5 gallons. Top speed is 7 miles per hour. Front tires are 11 by 6 by 5 inches. Rear tires are 20 by 8 by 8 inches. Warranty is 3 years unlimited hours. Price is around $3,099. That combination is hard to beat. Good engine, good deck, bigger tires, best warranty, lowest price, and multiple deck sizes. Now it is still a residential mower. It uses residential-grade transaxles, so do not buy it expecting commercial performance. If you mow rough land, steep hills, or huge acreage every week, you may need to spend more. But for the average homeowner with 1 to 3 acres, the Cub Cadet Ultima ZT1 makes the most sense under $4,000. That is why it gets number 1. Now I want to know if you agree. Would you take the Cub Cadet, or would you rather spend extra for the John Deere name? So those are the best zero-turn mowers under $4,000. And the biggest takeaway is simple. These mowers are closer than most people realize. Most use similar residential drive systems. Most run around 6 to 7 miles per hour. Most are built for homeowners, not commercial crews. So your decision comes down to priorities. If you want the best overall value, I'd look hardest at the Cub Cadet Ultima ZT1. If you want the John Deere name, dealer network, and larger Kawasaki engine, the Z300 series is a strong choice. If you want a proven residential zero-turn with good deck options, the Toro TimeCutter makes sense. If deck thickness and fuel capacity matter most, the Bad Boy Rambler stands out. And if you find a strong local deal, the Ariens Edge or Hustler Dash could still be worth considering. Now I want to hear from you. Which mower would you buy under $4,000? And what matters most to you? Engine, deck size, warranty, fuel tank, tires, dealer support, or price? Drop your answer in the comments. And if this helped you narrow things down, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.